Greetings, YouTube. This week I have been hitting up the Summoner Cowboy, like my Oklahoma State Cowboys that I teach at. Cowboy 10556. You see, he's been hitting me up to tell me all about the prized jewel of his collection. And as you can see, it is one of those champions that I think most reasonable people, particularly those who run Suicide Masteries, would want. And that's 6-star Awakened all the way up to level or SIG 104. 104 SIGs into this. That's crazy. Of Omega Red. Now, I have a 565 Omega Red, SIG 200. I feel like a lot of people probably do by now. He runs a very similar Suicide Mastery setup that we'll get to complement this Omega Red, but he was just so happy with what kind of damage this OP champion was putting out as a 6-star rank 2 over SIG 100 that he sent along the classic video test against the champion that really needs a better healthcare plan, and that, of course, is Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. So let's check out this minute-and-a-half video where we get to see, using no boost, just some synergies with Sabretooth, double Sabretooth, actually. And on top of that, you've got Wolverine and Void. Pretty cool. It looks like he might even have a 6-star Sabretooth that's rank 2 and a 565, or at least a rank 4 5-star Sabretooth. Maybe a rank 4, given that the PI is 12,000, not something like 14,000. But jump in and take advantage of the sights and lack of sound of this quick fight. You'll notice that the spore damage is already ticking over 1,300. And all he does is try to keep those spores at their highest count. And remember, when you parry and then you heavy, it locks the spores in place. And he's now at 29. And you can see the 1,800 damage per tick from those 29. And then locking them back in place with 27. And then attacking away with the special 2. 17,000 damage. When you say, for those of you who don't have Omega Red, that he melts away damage, I just don't know what other way you could say it. He's just keeping this opponent in the corner, and the damage is just melting away. And it's such a fun thing to do in this game when you have him, because it's stress-free. The fights go by super quick, and there's not a lot of tact involved in, say, other champions, where you have to do a certain amount of things in a certain order to really ramp up the damage. And so, minute and a half, and you can see that the successful hits were 56, but we know that it's really not about the hits, it's about just the proximity to Winter Soldier. Now, if you were wondering, based off of this guy's mastery setup, what he took advantage of along with that synergy team we just talked about, notice that proficiencies-wise, it is the same setup as me, except he does have 3 out of 3 in parry, and I currently only have 2 out of 2, but no pacify, no petrify, just 8 overall proficiencies. I have 7. And then for defense, that's really where he has also believed in the max coagulate. He is not a stand your ground fan like me, but he does do the 4 out of 4 in block proficiency, and then 4 out of 4 in the middle there. And offensively, he also, I guess, doesn't really run a champion like Blade, because he doesn't care at all about deep wounds. He has just 1 in deep wounds, 1 in assassin, and 1 in despair. He does have the maxed glass cannon, and then, of course, the top 2, both liquid courage type masteries in the top right. And then also either took my advice or just already had his own advice to do 4 out of 5 in precision. And then he does have 3 out of 3 in courage, and I do believe that he believes that courage is not broken anymore and that it serves him well. I don't have 3 out of 3 in courage, but I can totally understand why summoners choose to max out that mastery. So, yeah, one more time for the kids out there, just a screenshot of rank 2, SIG 104, 6-star Omega Red, one of those champions that I think all of us would love to get our hands on, particularly Awakened and a high SIG. and it's just kind of a preview of what to maybe hopefully look forward to when you pull him sometime before the year 2030, assuming the game even exists by then. Thanks again to Cowboy10556 for sending on this awesome gameplay video. We are all envious of your champion and congratulate you on your progression in the game.